Hello everyone, a heartbreak and more than heart-wrenching defeat for India women who now have lost three back-to-back games. Earlier against South Africa, then Australia and now England. So Ayan, what's the major problem? Losing the match by only 4 runs is not at all acceptable. Like it's been so close yet so far. What's your take on that?
So basically, it was a case of, as you said, so near yet so far. The reason why they lost because they couldn't finish the game properly. I mean, if you look at it, it was a flat pitch in Indore. They lost another toss in India. England this time won the toss, decided to bat. They wanted to put the runs on the board. And so on the back of a magnificent century from Heather Knight, of course, a half century not to forget from Amy Jones, and that Sciver-Brunt scoring 38, and the others also chipping in here and there. But Heather Knight was the center stage that they got to 288 for 8. Now, 288 is just a little bit above par, but the indoor pitch was a flat deck. It was a batting paradise. Okay. The average first series score there is 279 or something. Okay. So, Heather Knight getting 100. India did well in the back 10 overs, I'll say, because England at one stage were 214 for 3 and 40. India picked up 5 for 74 to keep the target down under 300, 288 for 8. But 289 would have been the highest score, highest ever successful chase for India had they got it, because I think 269 was the highest before this. Okay, so now coming to the chase, they paced the chase perfectly, I felt, because yes, they lost 2 wickets in the power play with Pratika Rawal and Harleen Deval getting out, but India were brought back on track by Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana. That partnership of 128 with Harmanpreet scoring 70 and then getting out. Then Deepti and Smriti Mandhana got going. And Deepti, by the way, footnote, she picked up 4 wickets in the first innings also. So she bowled well. So she had a great all-round game. So Deepti and Mandhana took the team forward, and then it came to a situation where India needed 62 of 60 balls with 7 wickets in hand. Now you tell me 62 of 60 with 7 wickets in hand, which who should it favor? It should favor 9 times out of 10 the batting side. They carried on, and then 55 of 53 by Smriti Mandhana at 88 played a lofted shot and got out, and that was the turning point in the match, in the sense that it gave England the opening of the door. The door was open for England. Now I don't understand this thing when India's, and we, as you know, the lower and middle order for India lacks ability and lacks game time under game awareness under pressure. When a top order batsman like Mandhana is set, and this is nothing against Smriti Mandhana, and I love Smriti Mandhana's playing. Why couldn't Smriti Mandhana convert this and finish the game off? That is the main area of problem. She went away, she got out, door open. Still, India were in the game. I think they were two. I saw the comparison after 45, England were 252, India were 253. So it was absolutely neck and neck. They needed 37 of the last 5 overs. Then what happened? Suddenly, out of nowhere, things, they just lost the plot. Dipti played. Dipti also, Sharma about nowhere. You're an experienced captain. Dipti had a great day, finished the game off. You also play a lofted shot, you get out, and suddenly the dot balls come in, and then it's the same old problem from dominating, from pacing the innings perfectly to messing it up in the last, I will not even say 10 overs, last 5 overs. It's been the story for the Indian women, not for this on this tournament. In this tournament, you had 2 losses before this against South Africa and Australia, where you could have won. Again, here against England, you should have won. You couldn't do this. Has been the story for Indian women for the last 3 years, if not more. Keep on
Yes,
coming forth and keep on losing. This is the problem. So my take on the match is credit to England for hanging in there and believing that,
believe
look,
it or
we are
yes,
on the
yes.
back foot, but we'll still win the game. We can still win the game. India just lacks self-belief. They just don't have the belief to even beat England, even after. Then what was the need of going to England and winning 2-1? What is the use of it?
You also
What
use
is
of
the
it.
use of it? There's no use of it. So England are through to the semi-finals. South Africa through. Australia through. 3 teams are through, and South Africa are also through. I'll explain later why they have gone through and why they will be above New Zealand in any case, because if the points are level, no, but sir, they consider the number of wins before they consider net run rate. That's a new stipulation that has come up.
Stipulation, yes,
So
yes, yes.
yeah,
But
so South Africa through, Australia through, England through, and now one spot remains. I think it'll be between India and New Zealand, although Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Pakistan are still with an outside chance, but we know the reality.
yeah, yeah. But I'm telling you, last 5 overs, 36 runs are required to win from 30 balls with 6 wickets in hand. You should win it. No reasons there, no excuses there. Like the pitch got it. Sophie Eccleston, she bowled very well. Look, under the pressure, we made sure that no freebies, wicket to wicket bowling. Even on the fourth stump when she was bowling it wasn't a freebie ball there. And his Dipti Sharma, like it's same problem. Like finishing abilities, where are those? I mean, even if India qualifies for the semi-final, no, if they defeat New Zealand and everything, still it will be very Herculean task, I would say, to win the ODI World Cup. Two matches, very tough. Semi-final and then final. New Zealand already they are very much angry. Sophie Devine, we heard her statement. She was very angry with the weather and everything. Like two matches got washed out there, Sri Lanka and Pakistan. She won't go very easy. She'll go for a throat. It is women's cricket team. But I was just shocked, like how they made a mess out of it. Like England, they have somewhat Aussie spirit and Aussie mindset in them because Charlotte Edwards, she has worked with a lot of teams in her career. She actually some messages were also passed on from the 12th man lady to everyone there. So that is how it is done, right? They lost a India lost a winnable game and England won a losable game quite
Yeah.
again. It's like I was like, how you made a mess out of it, man? Come on. And yes, India won ODI series as you said in England by 2-1, but the third ODI it was quite a good one for England. See, India has a very bad habit, very bad one that they are so much dependent on the top order. You said Smriti Mandana's wicket was a turning point. Where are the rest of the batters? England has so much batting depth. Where are they? It's not responsibility of Harmanpreet Kaur and Smriti Mandhana to only win the game. Dipti is now senior lady in the team. Why she's not converting her start into a match-winning score? It was a do or die game. You're still in the tournament. There's no doubt about it. But now New Zealand is already angry, and also
Hmm.
they are very playing good cricket. And yes, this game reminded me of 2017 ODI World Cup final game. Same things had happened. It says the history often repeats itself unless until you learn from it. India didn't learn from it. No, India didn't. There was Mithali Raj was there for the last
She was the
2017 World Cup.
captain.
Yeah, she was the captain there. Nothing changed. It's 8 years now. You're seeing 3 years, Ayan, but I have seen no improvements in the last 8 years. आप कितने भी psychology का you bring so many psychologists in the team and everything. Unless and it's about the players to do. Look, England is also into the mess, but they brought in Charlotte Edwards. She brought some change. They lost the Ashes. You remember that multi-format Ashes against Australia in Australia.
Yeah, they lost all matches.
Yeah, they lost all the matches. So they brought in the change. Charlotte Edwards can also do the things like she can inculcate the belief in the team. She can make players believe in themselves. Our players don't believe in ourselves. No, they don't believe in themselves. No, they don't believe. That's the main reason. That's nothing. This year will be a tough challenge. We should be so much grateful that our starting matches were against Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and everything. If one of these guys would have played earlier, no, England, South Africa, or Australia, now situation would have been very tough. And yes, our last match is in Bangladesh. We will play against that, and we will win again. No doubt about it. But this sort of performance is like you're gifting away the winnable match. Come on, England, take the game. We are very much scared. वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में डर पहले मार देता है. वो वही हुआ. The fear first kills you, not the game. England's bowlers didn't do extraordinary, exceptional bowling, nothing. Basics are important. You do the basics one, you will win the World Cup. Why Australia is successful? They do the basics one. England, South Africa, New Zealand. Basics are important. No, you get scared to do the basics only, right? No, no, no. It's not going to work. So, Ayan, before we close out the video, do you see India qualifying for the semi-final now? Because New Zealand, they also have a very strong batting lineup. Spin bowling all-rounders are also there. Fast bowling all-rounders are also there. It will be as I said, Herculean task for them because it's going to be quite a do or die game officially. 23rd, India versus Australia will be there also, and India versus New Zealand will be there. So, men's and women's both will play. Both are do or die games for both the nations. So, your take on that before we close it out.
Yeah. So India versus New Zealand, I think in India will fancy look. India will have to take the confidence of whatever positives there are and have to go and apply themselves against New Zealand. Now, New Zealand have also been hot and cold this tournament, but the bowling is coming into form. Batting, Sophie Devine is in great form. Batting may have been Susie Bates and Amelia Kerr. They haven't struck form, but you never know. They might come good when the pressure game is on the line. See, when the game is on the line, your senior players have to step up. And yesterday we saw England's two senior players stepped up, India's two senior players stepped up. Game of small margins, India lost because again they messed it up. So against New Zealand, it depends on whether it's a top-heavy team. I think the batting is a top-heavy team. I mean, three of the four players at the top, they hold the key. That is Devine, Kerr, and Bates. And of course, Brooke Halliday. She's also doing well. Bowling is also sorted, I think. So it's going to be a Herculean task. It's going to be, it will take some doing to beat New Zealand. India have to believe that they can do it. They have to play well on the day. And whoever plays well on the day will win. And India will have to do the 1% is the little things right if they want to make it to the. You cannot dominate the game and then give it away. You have to win. The 50-over game is that you have to win all stages of the game. You cannot win 90%. And you see, they won almost, you can say, 90% of the game. They were always ahead of England in the run scoring comparison, but last 10%, they couldn't do it. You couldn't cross the line, and that is the ultimate. Few years down the line, it will be what you will be remembered for is whether you crossed the line. Whether you fought is not remembered nowadays. That is the harsh reality. So I think
Now,
I'll go with New Zealand for the time being, but you never know. Navi Mumbai might bring better luck for India.
yes, Mumbai, like it is often said that cricket is born in Mumbai. Like a lot of great
Right.
cricketers, men and women. Hopefully, it can bring some joy for the fans. But I would say only last one thing. We create so much hype now, the broadcasters and everything and everything. Home World Cup and everything. Look at what has happened to the side. It's in a very deep muddle now. Very deep muddle. Now only even God won't be able to save. No offense, but I'm telling you because God only helps those who help themselves. New Zealand will give their best shot at it because Sophie Devine and Susie Betts, it's their last ODI World Cup. They're not going to play another 3 4 years. They will play T20 World Cup if their fitness is all right and everything. New Zealand will give their best shot. Now let's see who on whose side God is there. But as I said, God helps only those who help themselves. So let's see who wins it. But India, like, so sorry. I would say that there used to some a cartoon used to come, right. So sorry, one like that applies to India only now because nothing can be said. Even if you win against New Zealand, you have to win semi-final, final, and no way India is going to win this World Cup. So let's see. So thank you again for joining us on this video. So we'll be back with the today's game preview of Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh. Last match in Colombo, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
No,
So
today's
let's
match is the Navi Mumbai.
Navi Mumbai, yes, sorry, Navi Mumbai, yes. So sorry, my apologies. So yes, let's see what Navi Mumbai can bring in. So thank you everyone. Bye.